Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, June 30th, 2017. Welcome to Morning Here. It's the end of our month of Shakespeare. I know, hard to believe it's been 30 days, but it has, and I thought I would end Shakespeare, the month of Shakespeare, with the play that a lot of people think was the last play Shakespeare wrote entirely by himself, which was The Tempest. And The Tempest contains one of my favorite little Shakespeare quotes, where at the end, because it's sort of, I think it's sort of Shakespeare's philosophy of writing, I think, where Prospero says to a group of people, "Our revels now are ended. These are actors. As I foretold you, we're all spirits and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inhabit, shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, and our little life is rounded with a sleep." I always enjoyed that. The Tempest is also where the phrase "Brave New World" comes from, which Aldous Huxley used for the title of the book. Let's get this over quick. If you wake up with a Prospero, that means today's a good day to forgive your enemies and to let those spirits go. If you have any spirits, today's a good day to let them go. But just talking about Shakespeare in general, I'm simply awed that of the accomplishments of certain human beings like Shakespeare. He wrote 37 plays, all of his sonnets, and he wrote these before there were dictionaries, before there were encyclopedias, before there was a thesaurus, before there were pens and pencils. He wrote all of his writing with a feather quill that he had to stop and hand sharpen on average after every 7 letters. It's just amazing what he has done. Now, you may never, like Shakespeare as much as I do, but there are some books that I would recommend to you. A couple that I have here. First of all, for a complete list of Shakespeare plays, I think my favorite is The Riverside Shakespeare. It's very comprehensive, all of his plays, all of his poems. But other books that I would recommend to you: A Year in the Life of William Shakespeare, 1599. In 1 year, he wrote As You Like It, Henry V, and Julius Caesar. In 1 year! Imagine that for just a second. The Friendly Shakespeare by Nori Epstein is a lot of fun. Other books that I have that are in storage or lying about that I can't find: Shakespeare, The Invention of the Human by Harold Bloom, Northrop Frye on Shakespeare. These guys are really smart. The Oxford Companion to Shakespeare is a lot of help. Will in the World by Dr. Stephen Greenblatt. Read that last year. Really good book. Isaac Asimov's Guide to Shakespeare will walk you through all the history plays, anything you need to know. So there are lots of resources. You can also find a Shakespeare plush. To play or not to play? It's a question. And even William Shakespeare action figure. So I hope you have enjoyed this month of Shakespeare. I know I have. We will continue our morning hair. Hey, it's June 30th. We are half a year into morning hair. Let's not forget, I started morning hair with the pledge to my son that I would do one every day of 2017. We have not missed a day yet. Even today, a Friday, on summer vacation, when I have to get up at 5:30 to go to the doctor. But not for me. I'm fine. So don't worry about me. It's Caliban, by the way. Caliban. And so anyway, I want you guys to have a good day. We will do something. We'll leave Shakespeare alone for a while and do other things in the future. Oh, look, little Miranda. There's even a book that I have around here somewhere on Shakespeare plays performed with Lego figures. Go figure. Lego's big. So have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, it's all going to fade. So I wish I had some dramatic ending for the end of Shakespeare. So to end, I just used what I used. Our revels now are ended. Well, they're half ended. We still got half the year to go. Everybody have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye.